Right now, two massive forces are pulling the global economy in completely opposite directions. In one room, diplomats are deadlocked over international security, while deep inside a server farm, a digital algorithm is quietly redrawing the map of global commerce. The gridlock is palpable. Last weekend, delegates from the United States and Iran walked away from the table after 14 straight hours of intensive negotiations without reaching a resolution. Those collapse talks happened inside the government complexes of Islamabad, Pakistan, where the physical reality of international diplomacy often moves at a glacial pace. The entire negotiation stalled out over a single timeline. Iran offered a 5-year window for a nuclear suspension. The United States demanded 20. The gap between those two numbers shut the door on an immediate deal. In diplomatic circles, both sides agreeing to eventually come back to the table is considered a win. But global markets don't run on eventualities. That slow, deliberate pace leaves the rest of the world entirely exposed to immediate, unmanaged volatility. That exposure hits the physical world instantly. Without a diplomatic breakthrough, the current shipping blockade in the Strait of Hormuz continues to choke off one of the planet's most critical energy arteries. We already have the hard data on what that means for the economy. The IMF just released an updated projection showing energy prices surging by 19% this year. That 19% jump immediately hits the desk of a logistics coordinator in Dubai, trying to map fuel costs, or a solar installer in Riyadh whose supply chain is suddenly frozen. They are forced to absorb those skyrocketing costs in real time. Individual creators and small businesses cannot afford to wait months for international treaties to be signed. They require alternative infrastructure today, right now, to survive supply chain failures they have no control over. That resilience is surfacing in the digital ad auction. Meta's advertising platform is becoming a primary tool for builders looking to bypass these physical bottlenecks. A new report from eMarketer shows Meta is officially on track to overtake Google in global digital advertising revenue by the end of 2026. This chart reveals exactly what that looks like. We see Meta's projected revenue hitting $243.46 billion, edging past Google's expected $239.54 billion. Watch right here where the trend line crosses over. If you drive past Google's Charleston Road campus today, you are looking at the legacy system of the internet. A highly successful engine, but one that is experiencing a clear deceleration. This revenue inversion tells us something massive about the economy. It is measurable proof that economic leverage is transferring directly into the hands of independent creators. To understand why this is happening, we have to look at the mechanics. Google operates on search. That model requires consumers to already know what they are looking for before they ever type a query into the box. Meta operates on an AI model that uncovers demand. Instead of waiting for a question, the algorithm shows consumers products they didn't actively know they wanted yet. This is predictive discovery matching. Legacy search uses a rigid line from keyword to result, but Meta's AI clusters scattered data points via hidden affinities. This architecture, originally for social feeds, now routes consumer demand past corporate giants directly to independent businesses. The math reflects the effectiveness of this new path. While legacy search advertising growth slows down, Meta's predictive matching revenue is compounding at roughly 12% year over year. This shift means the matching logic that drives billion-dollar campaigns is now accessible to a one-person studio at a price they can actually afford. This creates a direct link between the geopolitical gridlock in Islamabad and the digital tools a builder uses to stay solvent. Take a local ceramics designer in Austin. Because of the blocked Strait of Hormuz, the cost of the specific glazes she imports suddenly spikes overnight. Her profit margins vanish. In this scenario, she can use an AI agent to instantly scrape the market and identify alternative local suppliers, effectively bypassing the physical choke point in the Middle East. She pairs that new local supply chain with Meta's ad machine. The algorithm instantly shifts her target demographic, finding a cluster of local buyers willing to absorb her adjusted pricing model. The speed of this shift matters because it changes the nature of business risk. When the physical world breaks, these digital tools let a creator pivot their entire revenue stream before the end of the day. That same agility is scaling everywhere. Independent developers in Sao Paulo, farmers in Lagos, and students in Tokyo are plugging into these open models to bypass legacy gatekeepers. AI has moved out of the laboratory. It functions as pocket-sized infrastructure designed to automate the heavy lifting of research and distribution. We live in a highly fragile physical world, defined by blocked straits, stalled treaties, and supply chain friction. But we are layering an infinitely adaptable digital network right over the top of it. You now hold the tools to navigate physical limitations right from your desk. So the real question is, what are you going to build next?